fly it high. Victory Minkus in the sky. Kenneth Williams kick return after halftime. Isaiah tiptoe touchdown catch on the sideline. Welcome back to Never a Doubt podcast. I'm Justin.
And I'm Tanner.
And Nebraska's bowl eligible. Anyway, guys, welcome back to the podcast. Nebraska won. They beat Northwestern. We're good.
Thank God. Justin, you weren't. We had to watch separately.
We had to watch it separately. I watched a full game while in line for the Star Wars ride at Disneyland, which was fun. I wanted to go up to Chewbacca and say, hey, we beat Northwestern. But there were like kids in line to take pictures. I was like, I got to go up there and tell them about the Huskers. That'd be funny. But there were children in line. I was like, I can't be an adult doing that.
He tackles you to the ground.
But we flew the Victory Minky.
Victory Minky.
Went up high in the sky.
Very high in the sky. Thank God, because there was a minute there. I went back to my evil ways, and I was like, oh my God, it's happening again. It's going to happen again.
I know, dude.
I just can't. I'm trying to get it out of me.
You have to get it out. We need to do an exorcism on you.
Easy for you to say. You were the happiest place on earth, hanging out with freaking Larry.
Woo-hoo. But I will say, I watched us give up that huge touchdown run while in line. I think I have a photo of it in line at Star Wars. I was like, imagine being in line. That sucks. Yeah. But then in line and you watch your favorite team give up a big play. I was like, God.
If we would have dropped that, it would have ruined I couldn't imagine trying to have fun at Disneyland if we lost. But we're not sad.
We're not sad, thank goodness.
No sadness today. So yeah, there was a lot of good things that happened in the game. Another Mike Eckler moment. Good Lord, just give him whatever.
We have to make him happy. I'll never forgive this university or team if we somehow lose him. I feel like they'll do a good job of keeping him.
If he doesn't retire a Husker, we have failed as a program, as a state, as a people.
And this is you running for governor in your speech.
My slick back hair. And I'm like, we never should have let Mike Eckler go. And I win in a landslide.
I was going to say, wins in a landslide. Brought me down. You would win. So I agree with that. He's the man.
Yep.
I didn't like seeing him getting hyped up, and Rule's like, don't touch me, don't touch me.
Yeah, he was like,
like little brother syndrome.
Rule was so locked in. He was like, no.
Yeah.
Not until we win. Then you can freaking body slam me if you want.
Exactly. He's like, I still have to go to all these booster meetings. Don't throw me down. I got to keep my shirt clean. My new Adidas camo. Support our troops forever and always, but I don't love the camo and stuff. He had a big
where are you going with this?
I just say the most inappropriate thing ever.
We never should have been in Vietnam.
I make it up. But you know what I mean? Sometimes I'm like, I don't know. Maybe do like a touch of camo, not big camo N.
Yeah, Miami, speaking of, they had the most horrendous camo uniforms last night, and I'm just like, thank God that isn't like our uniform for the USC game. It's just black. No camo. What else happened in the game, Justin? Big TD catch by Isaiah Hunter.
Dude.
That guy is probably our best player next to Emmett.
Oh my gosh.
That guy's nuts.
He's really good. That's another guy. You got to write the check for him to stay. Don't let him scramble out of here because I'm sure he already has messages full.
Oh, yeah.
People trying to take him from our beloved state and program.
Those filthy SEC squads.
Yeah, because they've been paying players for years and years and years, and we only just started. So, yeah, he rules, dude. That catch was unbelievable.
It was nuts. Probably the best play of the game. The most electric. I was like, oh, my God. Especially because we were having we weren't having like the biggest passing day. So it was good to see Dylan have the moment and Isaiah have the moment. Speaking of big day, Emmett had a big day.
He's good.
Dude.
He's really, really good. I want to let him cook, let him eat. Emmett soup.
I think they looked back at the Minnesota game and they said, yeah, that was exactly the opposite of what we were supposed to do.
Yeah, that was like the apology to him. Sorry, you
were supposed to get a lot of carries and you didn't. You didn't get enough. So God bless him. God bless Dana. Whoo. Big run day. We love that. We love to see Connor Onion on the call in Lincoln.
Yeah, shout out. And let me just say, I have to say, I went off on Onion last week.
Onion needed a little bit of
and it was
pickling.
Listen,
we pickled some onion.
We pickled some onion. We're always just like the point of the show is to make people laugh, So that's the point of it. But I was watching it back. I was like, I was a little rude to Onion.
No, stop it. You weren't. It was funny. It was Funyun.
Oh! Connor Funyuns.
I hope he calls the rest of our games because he's 1-0 in Lincoln.
Yeah, he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
I'd hang out with Onion.
We love Onion.
Shout out Onion.
Moving on to things that we did not love. The refs, yet again. Do we have to play back the clip from earlier in the season when we ripped on them? They just can't seem to figure it out.
Yeah, so obviously I watched the game in line and I didn't have sound on, but I saw all over that they were terrible.
Really bad.
Like on both sides. Terrible.
Mean, you got to highlight, first of all, the first down play that they gave Northwestern. It was 4th and 2 or whatever, 3, and they threw a little out route. And it hit the receiver in the chest, and then he bobbled it, and then as he was coming back, he went back over the first down line and then gained possession. And they said that he was over the line. Clearly wasn't. I think everybody with a frickin' set of eyes could see that.
Which they famously don't have.
Yeah, they don't. They couldn't see it, apparently, and they ruled it a first down. And then, of course, Northwestern scores, makes it 21-13, and then that just started what became their little comeback effort. And it should have. It should have been our ball. We probably could have ran away with the game and just really put our foot on their neck.
I think I do remember seeing that replay and Rule freaking out at them. And then there was a moment where Rule started yelling at them, and they first told him to back up. They go, get back on the silence. So I saw him look at, and then he started talking. I was like, don't big dog our big dog.
Yeah, don't big dog the dog.
Don't woof woof our woof woof. Have you seen that that footage going around of when Lou Holtz was a coach? He was mimicking what a player did to a ref. So he put a ref in a headlock. He was he's going like this.
And he probably just was like, ha ha ha.
Yeah, and the ref was like, all right.
He's having fun.
For next time. And they're like, that would get the death penalty today.
He was putting him in the head choke.
He was offside.
And they're like, yeah, coach, silly guy. They don't even.
He was offside.
Coach, we don't even know what he's saying. They're just laughing at him. They're like, you silly coach.
You rascal. Get over there and call timeout or something.
Back to the refs. I also, my favorite part of the game was all of the stadium in unison going, ref, you suck.
Oh, yeah.
Ref, you suck. I was like, thank God our fans are not nice for once. You need to be mean every once in a while.
I couldn't agree more. I think we need an attitude shift. We're the nicest, not to be like we lose our morals or anything crazy, but I think we need to get a little spice in there just like that. Yeah. I agree. I think our fan base needs to shift like we did for the Colorado game last year.
But yeah, on top of that first down call, they called a penalty on Van Poppel, and it was a third down play. And they called.
What'd he do? What'd V-Pop do?
He made a shift over to the inside, right before the snap, and they threw a flag, and he goes, abrupt movement, number 5. And I was like, when was that ever added to the rule book? Are they just making crap up?
Was he startled? Number 5 scared me. Oh. Take it easy, son. I'm gonna have to throw a flag on you. Don't do it again.
I have a little stint in my heart, and you almost made it. You almost gave me a heart murmur for a second.
Number 5 scared the bejesus out of me. And that's 10-yard penalty. We're all like, what did he just say? Bejesus into the mic? Bejesus, Jesus. Echoes through the state. Scared the bejesus out of me.
Halloween's next week, buddy. Save it for then. And then this wasn't as bad because they called a penalty on both sides, but McCullough was getting blocked out of bounds, way towards the fence. A Northwestern lineman was blocking him all the way towards the fence and wouldn't let go of him. And then finally McCullough grabbed him by the helmet and was threw him off him. He's let go of me. And then he got a flag? They threw the flag on both of them, thank God. But here's the frustrating thing about playing Northwestern. Every single time, it's they're clearly not a team. They're just, you got to respect them because they're scrappy, but they shouldn't be competing.
No.
I watched that team and I'm like, every playmaker on their offense is going to be a lawyer after. We're getting there's no reason geeky little number 17 who's going to be a lawyer in about 4 years should be doing double moves on our corners. I'm tired of watching lawyers and freaking insurance agents break our corners' ankles.
That's true, seriously.
It shouldn't happen.
But I also, when they freak out, when they make a good play, I saw him getting hyped, and then their players get hyped. I want our team to have freaking blood in their eyes when they see that. I want the coaches to say, do you see what they just did at our stadium? Eliminate them.
I think they did, because after we threw that pick and it was oh no. were about to crumble on our own field, they got the blood in their eyes.
That's good.
And then Northwestern did what they do, and their awful quarterback threw the worst pick I've ever seen. Although I will say it was hilarious because I was like, how did he make that throw? That was horrible. But then the replay from behind,
how do you not see
it
him?
showed the ref. The ref was standing right in front of the receiver.
No.
The ref literally got us an interception. He did not see right behind him.
Jabbing right. He didn't move.
No.
His feet were planted. It was thrown right to him. He was like, "Oh my!" I'm surprised he was
like,
I would have dropped
holy
it.
hell!
Oh, I'm not supposed to have this. And he ran away.
So as much as we just bagged on the ref, shout out that ref because he got us a good pick.
Yeah. Good job, ref.
Lastly, last note I had about the game was I saw that clip of Timmy Trumpet out on the field, and I was like, are Husker fans supposed to go wild over this?
Yeah, I saw that and I said, "Who's that?" I didn't know who that was. I understand he's a big phenom. He's the biggest trumpet man in the world, but I didn't know who he was.
Yeah, he's more of like a producer, I think, like a music producer, and he has produced like
some
a lot of
hits.
big time hits. But it's like
Shout out,
the
Trumpet
average
Man.
person isn't going to be like, "Oh yeah, Timmy
Yeah.
Trumpet." Also, he's what? He looks like he's like 50, and his name is Timmy Trumpet.
Yeah, also, like when we're in a battle with Northwestern, I'm like, get the trumpet boy off the field. Not now.
What is this, like a church, like a Christmas song?
Yeah.
Little Timmy Trumpet.
Hey, we're happy to have you, but we need you out of here for a second. We need to. Bill Murray was there too.
Yeah, get him on the field. I don't even care if he's in Northwestern gear.
That'd have been funny if a play went out of bounds and they ran into him and he just poofed into Murray dust.
Just
he's
literally
that
like a
old.
folding
Like
table.
Ghostbusters. He poofs into a ghost. We're like, you were a ghost the whole time.
Yeah. Also, what's his affiliation? No, like, he can't have one. They're just
Trumpet?
like, who can we get this weekend? They're like, we're out of options here. I got friggin' Liza Minnelli or Timmy Trumpet.
Liza Minnelli. Oh my God.
It was just good to win. Let's just say that.
Yeah, we're good to win. We're happy to win. Always good to win.
I think there's a lot of like Husker fans can't ever be happy about a win, and we're not going to do that. We're going to be happy that we won. We're going to be excited.
Yes, it's the steps forward. We multiple games now. We all have agreed we would have lost that in other years. So whatever. We're not as fast as Indiana, obviously, and that is frustrating.
But we have
we're
to win the
Nebraska.
games that we're supposed to win, and that was a game that we were supposed to win. And it feels good to have a victory. We're 6-2 going into November. I can't remember the last time we were bowl eligible before November.
I think it was 2016.
10 years ago.
Yeah, it was 10 years ago. So yeah, we got to be happy. We're in the right direction. Everyone chill. Even though I was saying some stuff too. Everyone chill.
Yeah,
I'll follow my own advice.
yeah, maybe one day. But anyway, I think that's all I got for the game.
All right, now it's time for
Around the League.
Starting us off, UCLA got absolutely blown out by Indiana. Who saw that coming? Everyone.
Everybody.
Hoosier saw that coming? Everyone. So they suck.
That was really good to see because everyone was acting as if like, oh my God, they're the Cinderella. It's like, no, they had 3 decent games against some clearly average teams.
We said enough of this. And we were lucky enough to have Jerry Neuheisel in studio for a quick sit down.
Wow, back in the studio.
Out of my sit down interview, I had him in the studio. Sorry, I didn't ask, but
Yeah, you go to
didn't ask you.
Disneyland and then you just
I said, why don't
pull
we double
Jerry.
whammy this? I picked him up on the way back from Pasadena and said, come over for a bit. And now to that
Lucky.
interview. Here we are on video. It's the Jerry Neuheisel Show. Welcome to our studio here with Coach Jerry Neuheisel. After his horrible loss, I'm sorry, Coach, to Indiana, they got beat up pretty bad. And it looks like you got physically beat up there, too. First of all, also, I don't want to get ahead of myself. Did you like my opening jingle I made for you of this your own show?
I'm going to be honest, I don't even really know what I'm doing here.
That is a good point, and that's a good thing to start on.
Speaking of, I wanted to mention that you brought up my shiner. After the game, I was walking to midfield, as you always do, to shake hands and be a respectful human being. And Coach Signetti came up to me and he said, Google this. And he punched me right in the eye.
He socked you in the... I was going to say the kisser, but I guess the eye wouldn't be that. There'd be a different name for it, Coach.
No. You punched me square in the eye.
Right in the peeper.
Right in my peeper. But you know what? I suppose we deserved it with how stinky we played.
And I also, stinky is a funny word. I also was going to ask you about this clip I saw of you. I think you're a proper man. You're a good man. But it appears there was something being screamed in this photo or this video I'd see they caught of you on the sideline. And I just wanted to show you to get your thoughts on this.
Don't remind me of this game.
It was right there. Let's play it one more time. Let's see.
I believe I said, frick.
Frick? Maybe French? Maybe Funyun?
Maybe.
I think it was And I don't think you should be speaking like that around children.
Well, you know, I usually am pretty good at keeping my cool, but there are certain things that set me off. Most people don't know that my name is Richard, and I hate being called Richard. Never call me Richard, or I'll poke your eyes out.
But it's short for Dick. Oh!
Don't call me Dick.
I won't, Coach. Sheesh, Coach. Well, we'll see you in a couple weeks at the Rose Bowl when the Huskers come to town. I hope you have a bad game then. Even though I wish good for you in life, but I wish bad for you on field against the Huskers.
I'm sure they're going to kick our butts.
Yes.
We had our fun little run, but they're going to kick our butts, I'm sure, and I'm going to be looking for a job elsewhere, even though I'd love to be the head coach of UCLA, but apparently that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I think they should give it to Tim Skipper. I'm just kidding, Coach. I think you should get it. I'm just kidding. Can
I leave?
Yes. All right.
Wow.
Sat in your chair even.
I kind of want to burn it now.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we don't need to have him in here anymore. I don't think he really likes the vibe. I think he's kind of getting annoyed with us.
I think he doesn't like us, especially the fact that you called him Dick.
Yeah, Dick.
He clearly didn't like that.
He was an angry person, and he scared me a little bit. All right, so... And now that was the interview. We're going to move on to...
Iowa.
Iowa beats... Minnesota badly. Listen.
Horribly, dude.
This is what I'll say. When we beat Iowa, that eliminates our Minnesota loss. We're going to beat Iowa so bad that they'll be like, Nebraska didn't lose to Minnesota. It'll erase the loss for us.
You see what happened last week, and then you see what the Iowa just did to them, and you're like, how? How?
Because college football's dumb, and kids have their phones, and they're not as focused.
You're right.
That's it. That's it. Right.
But, so Iowa, though, on paper, it looks like they kicked their butt. They did kick their butt. But, they had, I think, 2 pick sixes or something and, a punt return for a touchdown. So it's not like,
their special teams went
Iowa blew up on offense. It's like, no, they still were average.
And I also still believe we had the worst game of our lives against Minnesota. So you can't, football math will work out for us in the end. I believe that.
There's no teams that are elite except for Ohio State and Indiana at this point. So.
Yeah, and listen, I know both of these teams beat us, except for this year too, because Minnesota. I know both these teams beat us, but what a boring lineup. Minnesota versus Iowa.
Horrible.
And I know people on the outside could say the same about Nebraska, but we're Nebraska fans. So for us, Minnesota versus Iowa is makes me want to be in the SEC. I'm like, get me out of this.
You're like, we're
Boringville.
You guys are playing for 8th.
God.
Maybe they'd say that about us too.
Fleck versus Ferentz? No way. Send them both on a cruise ship and then sink the cruise ship. That's how I feel, and I think everyone will agree with us.
I definitely agree. But here's the thing: if we beat USC next week, then we don't compare us to these two teams. We're above that conversation.
When we beat USC, things are going to get crazy next week. When we beat USC, dude, we'll save it for the preview.
But yeah. Iowa blows out Minnesota. That just goes to show you that Minnesota clearly thought that they had won the Super Bowl by beating us, and they're like, "Oh, we're so good!" And then they got cocky, came out and got blown out.
I also think we beat up on them a little, even though the score didn't reflect that. I think we popped them up a little bit. We say pow, pow, pow. They were worn out. They had bruises. They had Husker bruises.
I don't want them. I don't even want to try to prop ourselves up after that game.
We're the positive, happy show.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, you're right though. That was embarrassing. I tried to do that. We got dominated. Thanks for making me say it again. Moving on.
BYU. What's the deal with this? Their quarterback wears number 47. Why? Is he the hitman? Remember they call him in the Hitman games, Agent 47?
Yes.
Is he evil?
I don't think he's evil. He looks like a little tiny kid. So he's kind of like Disney movie in real life. If you've seen his picture, he looks 12 years old.
I feel like all Mormons do. Just look at Zach Wilson. When he looked like a 12-year-old. He looked like a little boy.
What are they feeding him in Mormonville?
I don't know. There's something going on out in Utah.
They're doing good stuff in Utah. They have the best skincare in Utah. Yeah, I don't know why they allow 47.
I thought that was
a
illegal.
rule.
Yeah, I thought you couldn't be above 20.
Maybe they're like, we don't want to get in the way of Mormon stuff. Just let him do it out there. When he plays over here, they say out there.
They've been playing by their own rule books
Yeah.
since their inception.
Look up Brigham Young and see. Wasn't that guy a lunatic? There's a show about him back in the day.
I mean,
he was crazy and did stuff.
Aren't they all a little bit? Isn't everybody?
They all had to be
A little
crazy.
bit crazy.
Yeah, I think absolutely.
Let's not
That's
go down
fair
that
to say.
road.
No, yeah, that'll be our off-season episode. Was everyone in history crazy? Episode 1, George Washington. Also, I was thinking funny, like we talk about going back in time for time machines. I would love to bring people to our time. Like bring George Washington and take him to Disneyland and be like, go on there. Get on that Star Wars ride. And he'd say, what thou shalt offer this? I don't know if he would like that or not, but thou. Do you think he said thou?
I think so. Hath.
Stormtrooper watches this and he takes a sword out and stabs the Disney actor. This is me coming back with 2 corn dogs. George!
What the hell,
George! No, he's an actor. Sorry about that. This was our founding father.
This is one of our founding fathers.
We need to cut all that out. If you're seeing this was an editing error. Nah, we can leave it in.
Nah, leave it in.
Okay, move on. We're going too long. I'm already bored.
Colorado. Holy hell.
This is just funny.
Yeah, they had negative 18 yards at half. Someone
so
explain how that is even possible.
It's so funny. Their quarterback was like 5 for 20 with a pick.
Like, what did he just like?
Was he
literally,
trying to kick the ball
He
to
hiked
people?
the ball and then just threw it backwards, and he's like, "Go get it!"
Literally, like you look at that stat line, you're like, did he like play left-handed as a goof? I'm gonna do the other hand.
Whee! Anyway, I think Lane Kiffin's probably going to go to Florida.
You think?
I think so.
No.
I heard a rumor yesterday.
Rumors? Oh, here we go.
The rumor
guy.
Rumor mill's starting.
Well, you got a text that Urban wants him to go to Florida.
No, apparently Florida is going to offer him like the biggest contract in college football.
And then fire him in 2 years, and he's going to have a $1,700 billion buyout, and then he's going to buy Earth. What'd you do? I got fired from coaching college. Oh, cool. That's how you can buy a continent? Yeah.
I'm going to buy Google next.
Unbelievable. Whatever. I mean,
I love Kiffin, though. So whatever he chooses to do, I'm sure he's going to be great. A lot of people like to chirp about Kiffin. I think he's hilarious. He was talking to that OU player after the game.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
That was hilarious.
That is funny. Yeah, he has a good sense of humor about stuff.
And his dad was a coach at Nebraska.
Yeah, shout out.
He was born in Lincoln.
Oh.
So he's our guy.
He's our guy.
You got to support.
You got to support.
Shout out Lane.
Shout out Lane. All right.
I think that's it for Around the League.
And now it's time to move on to Huge Dude News.
Holy buckets of chud.
All right, tell them the Huge Dude News.
Guys, what a massive week for the pod. We had a very special Husker follow us on TikTok because of our video that we made last week about him. Emmett Johnson is now a follower of the boys.
Thank you, Emmett.
Shout out to there was a couple accounts that are within the Husker stratosphere universe, a Husker cinematic universe. And they were tagging him in the comments. They said, Emmett, go check it out. And then he followed us. So.
Yeah, shout out to those accounts. Thank you, accounts.
Thanks, accounts. You guys know
and
who you
thanks,
are.
accounts. So that was Huge Dude News, right? Is that it?
We've infiltrated the locker room.
I don't know if I like that or not, because part of me is like, you guys need to be practicing hard. Don't be hee-hee watching our videos, but also hee-hee watch our videos.
Yeah.
But then part of me is like, I don't want...
If you guys hee-hee, then we want you off the team. Yeah. There better not be any hee-heeing in the locker room.
Because part of me is like, I don't want any effect on what our team does, because not at all. I don't want any fingerprints on what happens on the field.
No, maybe it'll help, because maybe they'll see it and they'll be like, I can't wait to see what these two morons got to say about this week.
What I do want everyone to see, no matter what, is the Warren B song, because that's our best work.
That's probably going to remain our best work. Warren's going to donate, and we're going to look back on that moment and be like, we turned the tide.
What if?
No, Warren's, he's not even, I bet, he probably doesn't even watch.
But here's my pitch to him,
Like,
honestly.
My stacks. My stacks.
This is my honest pitch. He loves helping people, which is beautiful. He likes making the world a better place. If Nebraska does well, that helps the whole state and the businesses and the families and the people there. So that would be my pitch. Your phone's going off instead?
I can't believe Max just disturbed the pod.
Our boy, but shout out. We love Max. Now, this is a good thing to...
Texting me about the UCLA game. Buddy, it's USC week.
But we love him. Shout out. That's our boy.
Love you, buddy.
He's down in the comments sometimes.
Yeah.
And if he's listening to the show, this might be a fun, hey,
Max.
Hey, I'm sure we're texting you now, buddy.
Where were we?
Something about Max, you ruined the show.
Dude, we were talking so much good things.
Oh, yeah, about Warren. That would be my pitch, is that it helps the state, it helps the people. That's just fact. So, but then it's like, we already have money and our team's bad. And I'm like, get out of here. Let me talk to Warren. Who let you in this room? It's just supposed to be me and him drinking coffee.
We just need to crack his McDonald's circle.
Yeah. He's like, you have until I finish a sandwich to make your pitch.
We need to, no. We need to dress as old geezers. We need to put like bald caps and mustaches on and just pretend we're old.
Why?
Because then we'll be a part of his old... He said he goes to McDonald's and has breakfast with his
old
old friends.
Really? He said that?
With his old geezer friends.
We sneak... Okay, then we'll do that. That's a good idea.
You see the Huskers won this weekend? He's like...
He goes, the last time I watched them, they were called the Bug Eaters. Like, wow, you need catching up. We got a lot of catching up to do. So... Let's start with this.
In 1960...
So we describe the whole history. Bob Devaney. Whatever. He'll donate, and maybe his grandkids or someone. But I don't think any of them get the money.
No.
That's the lore.
He said, I don't... He said, I don't believe in generational wealth. You guys are on your own.
Can you imagine? As a father, I'd be like, Dad, I love you.
Dad, I hate you.
Dad, I love you, but what are you talking about? I got a car bill due. That's exactly what his kids.
That's what he needs the money for.
Yeah, car bill.
I mean, talking about entitlement, but I think I'd be a little pissed if my dad was like, "You're getting none of my billions."
I'd be like, "What about the part where I'm your kid and I'm supposed to make you the happiest you've ever been?" Oh, so you love pennies.
He's like, "Do you make me as happy as these billions do?"
He flexes the bill. He goes, "Look at this. Look at this. This is what I love." This is to all of his kids. This is what I love.
You see that face on there? That's Abraham Lincoln. He freed the slaves.
See this face? Say goodbye to this face. And he crumples it up and he throws it at his son. Oh, ow, Dad, what the hell? They're all Southern.
Yeah, everyone's Southern.
Everyone's Southern.
We should all be Southern. We're in Southern California for this week's. We took it out to
We're in San Diego where the sun is hot.
They should all sound like that.
They do.
We're in South.
We see Drew Brees at the Ralphs. You should have stayed a Charger, man.
Also, what's that thing on your face?
Were you electrocuted by a lightning bolt? He's like, I'm Harry Potter, football Harry Potter. I'm a wizard, isn't it? That's what it looks like. It looks like Harry Potter's wizard thing.
Are we still in huge dude news?
Oh, yeah, that was your huge dude news. All right, let's move on to
Random Husker of the Week. All right, guys, we have a really good one this week, I think. All the fans might not going to like this one. I love it, because this week's Random Husker of the Week is Sam Keller,
the arm sleeve wizard.
So if you don't remember, Sam Keller was supposed to be the quarterback that came in and saved Bill Callahan's career. He was the big hot transfer out of Arizona State. He comes in, he's named the starter. He does all these, interviews with the news and whatnot. And everyone's like, oh, he's so charismatic and funny and charming. Turns out he stinks. Oh my God. He lasted about 9 games, and then Joe Gans came in. Thank God that was his shining moment. Joe Gans, we love Joe Gans. But he threw the ball like Uncle Rico in Napoleon Dynamite. He was like,
dude, it was the weirdest. I didn't understand it. Even as a young boy, I was young and even dumber back then, and I could see it. I was like, that don't look right.
And then he got hurt, didn't play anymore.
Yeah, he got hurt.
He left. But we had a couple of our friend Mark, and I think my brother too.
Shout out, brother and Mark and brother Mark.
They worked for the football team that season, and our friend Mark absolutely loved Keller. Called him Roadshow. He was a big fan of Sam Keller. All this guy liked to do was party.
I mean, look at him. He was just a hot guy.
He's a hot.
Part of me's like, just be a hot guy. You don't got to play football, buddy.
He's a Hollister model. Look at
him. That's a steed, baby. Look at that soul patch. I mean, look, life's working out for you. Whatever. You threw an interception. Go get laid.
I think he probably was doing plenty of that, which is why he didn't play well.
Yeah. What do you think the culture shock was like coming from ASU to Lincoln?
People actually cared.
Yeah, early 2000s. Yeah.
They're like, he's like, oh, I actually have to perform or people are going to be very upset.
And he wore that sleeve. Is that because he had so many tattoos?
You remember that interview he did with like Matt Schick, I think it was, for the local news? Oh my God.
Let's watch it.
It's the corniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I cannot believe. I think there it is. Has something up his sleeve.
All right, let's watch this.
Matt Schick, there it is. Remember Matt Schick?
I love that guy. I think he's still doing stuff. Remember him. He's not dead.
Sam came to Nebraska to win a championship.
Skip ahead a little bit.
As you'll see, he's got a few tricks up his sleeve.
Oh, here we go. This is the corniest thing I've ever seen.
Sam Keller play, you've noticed his trademark style. His face shield, his short arm release, and that suspicious-looking sleeve. Sam, I've got to ask you about that sleeve. What's up with the sleeve?
Well, you know, for one thing, in Lincoln it gets pretty cold, so I got to keep my throwing arm warm.
But it's been like 80 degrees in Lincoln.
Well, it's like winter in Arizona.
And you throw with your right arm.
Don't bring facts into this.
The fact is that
They tried to make a comedy skit out of this.
That only a guy like Keller.
No wonder we were 5 and 7.
What are they doing? He's out there. He's like
Through a lot of different emotions, they come at you. And so it provides a few different things. First of all, it wipes my eyes when I cry.
they're still going.
Oh, they thought this was hilarious.
And, it even drives sweat from my forehead. It does a lot of things for me, so... My sleeve, it understands me.
While the sleeve understands...
Okay, this is exactly what I mean when I don't want any effect on our team. Matt, what are you doing? You took up our quarterback's time to do a sketch for fun before Funny or Die was probably even a thing?
And it wasn't even funny.
What are you doing? This is what I mean.
That's why he came here, though. He just wanted to be loved.
I mean, if that doesn't show you he's not taking this seriously at all, I don't know what does. I've never seen that before. That's insane. But that is the reason we sucked.
Remember?
Remember the Titans?
We got blown out by USC at home. Speaking of, it's coming up.
Revenge game.
But then that next week we played like Ball State and we won by 1 point.
Yeah,
and he had to lead us to like a comeback.
Yeah, Bo Rude, shout out, pick 6, I think. I was at that game. That
was like those 2 weeks were like, oh, we're in trouble.
Yeah, big trouble. Big trub, they said. B-trub.
And then
cut that out.
Moving on to another thing that Sam Keller did as a result.
This is all random.
He ruined NCAA football because he was the one that brought the lawsuit about, they're using our likeness, which, to be fair,
at the end of the day, he was right. You were looking out for other players. Shout out for that.
But you ruined our beloved franchise.
How dare you? My life took a turn for the worse after that game was shelved.
We just really wanted to scold him for this segment. You son of a. But yeah, Sam Keller, whatever. He was here. He did his thing for about 9 games, was hurt. And then God bless Joe Gans, came in, made his run.
That was good. You're right. Joe Gans, shout out. Shout out Joe Gans on Sam Keller's Random Husker of the Week.
Why didn't we just do Joe Gans? We got to do him soon.
Hey, don't preview next week.
And that was your Random Husker of the Week.
Shout out Random Husker. Let's get back to the show. We got a lot more to get to.
Not really.
Actually, it's over.
This
is your USC Preview.
Dude, USC's coming to town. What a big deal, because the last time they came to town, we were in 8th grade. It was 2007.
We were little tiny
We were
babies.
tiny little kids.
And they gave us a night game.
And we
We
were wearing the
got
all
blackouts. Blackout. Wear black. Don't be, I'm wearing red anyway. Just do it
Black's not
once.
one of our colors.
Just do it once.
Wear the black.
That'd be sick if we can pull off the blackout. That'd be sick.
And
that'd
then-
be, and we can call it burnt corn. Cut that out. So
Elote. The children of the elote.
cut all this out. Start the episode over.
We cannot wear all black and have a blackout and be the NBC primetime game and lose at home. We can't.
We won't.
We won't.
We're not going to. We don't lose at home unless it's other teams that have beat us at home. But this time we're not. We've never lost at home with the black uniforms. That's not true.
That's so not true. I don't think we've won any time we've won alternate uniforms.
Oh my God, what are we doing? No, I actually think we're going to win. I'm not even like being whatever I always be. I actually think we're going to win the game.
I'm never ever, I'm never ever going to say that we're not going to win.
Oh my God, here he goes.
I will say,
let me get my black water bottle. It's on theme, blackout.
I think that this game is like the most, it's made me the most nervous of any game we've had this year.
Because you think Lincoln Riley can go off and score 1 million points, but he's not going to. He's going to call a terrible game, and we're going to win. That's what's going to happen.
There's something they just have really top-notch athletes. We'll give them that. But the thing that works in our favor is USC is bad on the road. They cannot win on the road. I think that they still are not physical enough up front to play in the Big Ten.
Oh, music to my, I don't know if that's true, but music to my ears.
It's true. It's true. It's definitely true because I said it and I know everything.
That's so true. You're the guru.
And I used to work there, so I know a few things.
Talk about that a little bit. You were inside the Trojan horse. You were up in there hiding.
I took my Trojan horse into their Trojan horse.
You double show. You said, I'm a Husker.
That's why I worked there. I was like, I'm going to get the dirty, dirty secrets on this program.
Yes.
And I got all of them. I know where the bodies are hidden, baby. Yes. They're buried in the south end zone of the Coliseum.
You guys never should have got that Heisman bag from Reggie or OJ. I don't think they didn't get the OJ.
I think
he got that stolen, right?
No, OJ's is in the building that I worked in.
And not Reggie's.
Well, they put it back in there now. But Reggie's wasn't in there when I worked there. They said, no Reggie, but the murderer can have one. The guy that took the car from the coach. No.
Was that from a coach?
The guy that murdered somebody, he can be.
Oh, dude, I thought for a second you meant OJ's Bronco was from a coach. I thought that was like Pete Carroll.
OJ was
my time frame's off.
That was his post NFL and TV career. He could afford whatever he wanted.
That's so funny. I literally thought you meant he took that from a USC coach.
That
coach was like, I was like watching film and
there's my Bronco. It's on the TV.
Oh my God. I don't even know him. I'm not his coach. It's a current USC.
Never coached him.
Yeah. I never coached
Never even said hello.
I never coached that guy, but if I did, I would have known something was up.
I think that's I finally watched that OJ Made in America documentary like a year or two ago. I just was so behind the curve on that one, but I finally watched it. It was probably the best series I've ever watched. But
Holy shout out.
Best doc series, I'll say that. But it was just fascinating. Like to just see all that, like the lore and the history behind all of it, and like I was like there. I was working in the buildings. I was like, OJ used to walk.
There's a lot of history.
There's a lot of history. I'll give them. I like that. They're a very historical school.
Yeah, I love how this is all in the USC preview. OJ was a bad guy.
USC
though. Anyway, we're playing a football game in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Yeah.
So what were you going to say? You'd give them credit for...
they're a blue blood program, but here's what I'll say about them. They are very similar to us in the respect that they were good back in the day. They haven't really been relevant in about 20 years, just like us, but they think that they should win the national title every year. Mm-hmm. And I think that's kind of similar to us. We think that we should be in the college football playoff all the time, but
yeah, we should, though.
Both schools need to accept that they're in a weird little phase, but they're on their way back. I think both schools are getting better. They're going to be better. I think this is going to be an electric freaking game.
There's like a little bromance going on with our Twitter people and theirs. Like there's like a mutual respect. I forget why. I think it was because of last year's game and like our fans were nice or something. But like there's a couple of USC accounts that I see are like buddy with ours, which I guess is fine for now. But I'm also like, don't let them Trojan horse us. They're getting in too close.
If we don't win, there's going to be some nasty things coming from these pages.
Yeah, and when we win, they're going to turn on us and talk trash.
Going to be like, those hillbillies.
Yeah.
But, hey, it was awesome last year. We took over their big tailgate lot.
Yeah, that
we
was awesome.
literally took it over.
That was awesome. There's Husker fans everywhere.
We have good fans. They don't.
Yes.
Just throwing my jabs. Yeah, USC, it's got a little soft spot in my heart because I worked there for a little while, and shout out them. They're the reason I got out to LA. So
shout out.
I have to give them respect.
They recruited you.
And I still have former coworkers, colleagues that work there. Shout out them. They were good people. Amon-Ra St. Brown played there. He was my favorite player that played at USC when I was there because he was just really, really good, and he was a really nice guy.
That's good.
Really smart. Now he's in the NFL, killing it. So I like to see that. I still have his number. I should text him.
We should call him on pod. Yeah.
Hey, do you want to talk about USC and Nebraska this week? He's like, who is this?
That'd be awesome.
I'm going to call the feds.
Yeah. You should call him. We should call him as Larry and Jerry. Hello. Anyway,
I did see we have never beaten USC. We are
never.
We are 0-5-1 against them. We tied them in 1971 when we won the national title, but we've never beat them outright. Isn't that bad?
That's really bad, actually.
I don't like it at all.
That's really bad.
But there's always a first.
I mean, we're bowl eligible.
We're bowl eligible.
We're bowl
USC's
eligible.
not. They're 5-2, coming off a bye week. So they're fighting for bowl eligibility. I can't even talk. I would argue that Lincoln Riley loses this game, the heat's really going to turn up on them.
You think so?
I think it's really going to turn up on them.
That'd be crazy. Well, we have to win out, and then Cincinnati's going to win the Big 12.
We're going to go to
playoff. Because what's the fun of not wanting anything like that? You got to want that.
Yeah. I think, okay. I think it's like now it's just time to do our prediction because I'm feeling fired up now that we've gassed ourselves up. Here is your USC and Nebraska prediction. Does Nebraska beat USC? I think so. I think we're going to come out so freaking fired up. This game defines our season. If we come out and pop the Trojans right in their mouth, we do a little sword duel and we say, "Get out of here, Trojan." We take his sword and then we plant it in our field and say, "You thought you were going to do that? We're going to do that. This is our stadium. This is our team. This is our night. We'll get the All Blacks. We're going to come out and just do what we got to do and deliver a very, very crucial and historic win for Nebraska, our first victory against USC. I'm taking the Corn Huskers 28-24.
Yes. I like that. And I already had my score before you said your score, but they're similar.
Hit us, baby. What do you got? You got any thoughts?
This is the time. This is the game. The Blackout game. We bring the Trojans into the darkness, and they don't come out alive. We are Nebraska. We are the Huskers, and we are going to show them what's good in Corntown. This is a game I believe we will come out swinging. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, but in the end, we're going to pull through and we're going to win the game 27-20. The Huskers are winning by a full 7 points, and we're knocking USC out. And Lincoln's going to be crazy. Lincoln's going to be fun, like it always is, but even more fun after a win. And we're going to get rid of the alternate unit. Alternate unit? This is going to be the mark of the alternate uniform games where we're like, oh, these are good. Oh, maybe wear these again. Maybe wear these first round of the playoff.
We just make our uniforms all black forever.
Oh, yeah. Go Big Black.
Go Big Black.
That's what's going to happen. I'm excited for this game. I think this is it.
I love that, dude. I love that prediction. That was so good. The boys are probably they might play that in their locker room speech.
That'd be sick.
They listen to Justin Sherman.
That'd be so sick.
Can you feel it?
They should just do it. They should shut out all the lights. They should shut out all the lights before the game and say, "Welcome to hell."
All the screens turn. They put fire on all the screens. Rule comes out in a devil costume
On a horse. Yeah! He does that yell. Yeah! So, yeah, I think we're going to... And the place is going to be juiced because of the Northwestern win. The place...
It's going to be fired up.
It's going to be rocking. Night game, baby. Night game.
The night game. I wanna love it. I wanna love it. I can't control.
Shout out night game.
Epic poll.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff that you guys do so well all the time. Lock in. Have a good week. It's Blackout week.
Massive monster week ahead.
Oh, my gosh. I can't wait.
We're not going to be able to get anything done this week just thinking about this game.
Thinking about the game. What are you doing? I'm thinking about the game.
I'm
That's
just-
you holding up the line at the grocery store. What are you doing, sir? I'm thinking about the game.
Maybe that's
Well, move.
Maybe-
We got the line. We got stuff we got to buy.
Maybe that's a piece
Shut
of...
up. And then you
old
walk out.
hag.
You old hag. I'm buying licorice. Well, it shouldn't take this long.
Maybe that's a piece of content this week. Just us standing in random spots thinking about the game.
I'm thinking about the game.
What are you doing?
Hey, the heck you doing?
I'm thinking about the game. I think we got to make that.
That could be a marketing tag slogan thing we sell to ESPN.
Thinking about the game.
$64 million. All right.
Go Big Red.
Go Big Red.
We
Shout
love
out. Shout out to Corn.
Corn count. Corn.
Corn County.
All right, you ready for me to hit the button, Justin?
Don't even tell me anymore. Just do it. You take so long to hit the thing, and I always wait for you to do it.